Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I've been asking around to different people and stuff on video ideas that I can do. I had a lot of really good ideas. So I had movie reviews, music reviews, album reviews. I had a Q&A, which I'm not going to do a Q&A because that's like everyone does that. But so I decided on one, and today I'm going to rank all of Linkin Park's albums from best to worst. Of course, this is in my opinion, so this is my opinion, this is my favourite to my least favourite. And I'm going to go on record and say that just because my least favourite one is my least favourite doesn't mean that I don't like it. I like all of Linkin Park's albums. Been a massive fan, same with a lot of other bands. It's just that obviously my least favourite band, which you'll find out soon, it's got the least memorable songs on it. My least favourite songs compared to, say, my favourite, which has just, I know the words to every song, I love every song. So let's just jump straight into it.
We're building it up to bring it back down.
Okay guys, so coming in at number 7 is Living Things, which was released in June 20th, 2012. So that's a while ago now. I remember back in 2012 I was in like grade 5, and this was like my favourite album at the time. Songs such as Burn It Down and Castle of Glass, I just absolutely love them. Even still to this day, they are my two favourite songs on that album, and they're in my probably in my top 15 favourite Linkin Park songs. If not, either way, I love them songs still to this day. There's a few other good songs, a few not so good songs also on the album, but nothing else really to say about that one. So that's my number 7, Living Things.
Waiting for the end to come, wishing I had strength to...
Alright, so coming in at number 6 is going to be 1,000 Suns, which released in September of 2010. To be honest, I don't really remember this album coming out because I was only like 9 years old, so I don't really remember this album coming out, but going back listening to it now, it's a fairly decent album. It's by far not their greatest, but still it's debatable whether it's their worst or not because of the electronic sound. But I like it. Songs like Waiting for the End. A lot of people probably don't like that song, but I don't mind it. I like just mainly the rapping parts from Mike Shinoda. Pretty memorable for me. Then there's Iridescent, which was used in Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon. That's probably the most well-known song on the album just because of that movie. But then there's songs like The Catalyst. I know a lot of people love The Catalyst. I myself, it's alright. I don't mind it. There's a lot of other good songs on this album. Not a lot else I can say about it, other than 1,000 Suns is my number 6.
They say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky?
So coming in at number 5 is going to be One More Light, which is their latest album, which was released in May of this year, 2017, and unfortunately is the saying goodbye album kind of Chester Bennington after he passed away in July. So that's very sad, but this is a good album. I know a lot of people have been hating on it and stuff like that because, it's after the Hunting Party, now they're going to this. It's like really poppy crap, but I really like this album. I'm not the biggest fan of pop music, but I think Linkin Park just do it well. Songs like Heavy. I know a lot of people don't like that song, but then there's a lot of people that really do. I myself really like that song. If you get past the music and actually listen to the lyrics, it's quite a strong song, just like a lot of other Linkin Park songs. Also songs like Talking to Myself. I really like that song. That's a pretty cool song. Yet again, it's poppy. Yes, it is, but at the same time, it's Linkin Park, and me, I anything that Linkin Park puts out, if I like it, I will like it. Then you've got songs like Battle Symphony. I don't know what it is about that song, but that's probably my second favourite song on the album. Songs like Good Goodbye, I don't mind that song either. But by far my favourite song on this album is the title track, One More Light, which is, of course, a very soft, slow, sad song, which I know a lot of people have used that song to remember Chester Bennington, and he did perform it live on Jimmy Kimmel for his friend Chris Cornell, who also passed away. It's just a really awesome song. It's, yeah, by far my favourite on the album. But anyway, that is my number 5, One More Light. Alright, so coming in at number 4 is Minutes to Midnight. This is a pretty good album. I don't mind it myself. I have to admit, there are a lot of good songs on here. Given Up, especially. I absolutely love Given Up. Chester Bennington's just screaming on that song is just amazing. Then you've got the poppy one that was like probably one of the most popular on the album, Leave Out All the Rest. I really like that song. It's a good song. Bleed It Out. Bleed It Out was actually the first song on this album that I ever heard, and I have to admit that it's an awesome song. I love it. Just the way it starts off with Mike Shinoda pumping out the raps, and then Chester Bennington towards the end really giving some really awesome vocals. Then songs like Shadow of the Day, really slow, soft paced, and that song is just really, really awesome. I know I can't really complain that song. Then you've got What I've Done, which obviously is probably the most famous on the album, due to being used in the first Michael Bay Transformers movie that came out in 2007, which also, this album came out in 2007, so that's probably why that song was used. But yeah, otherwise it's just a really good album. It's not the longest album out there. It only clocks in at about 43 minutes, but Linkin Park don't make massively long albums. So that's my number 4, Minutes to Midnight.
Standing at the end of the final masquerade, the final masquerade.
So number 3 is going to have to be The Hunting Party. Now, The Hunting Party is an absolutely amazing album. It breaks my heart to put it in number 3, but between the top 3 is so close, and the Hunting Party just has to go third because the 2 albums that come after it are just too good. But The Hunting Party is just amazing. It goes from the previous 3 albums being very electronic albums to this one being raw, straight out metal albums. The guitars, the drums, everything on it is just amazing, with songs such as Keys to the Kingdom, All for Nothing, the Final Masquerade. Then there's Wastelands. Absolutely love Wastelands. Same with Guilty All the Same. That song is just amazing. Then you have songs like Until It's Gone and War. Both super, super amazing songs. From the moment that I first listened to this album, I listened to it in order. I didn't just hit shuffle on my Spotify. I've just listened to it all in order. Starting an album with Keys to the Kingdom. Wow, what a song to start off an album. Such an amazing song to start off the album. And from the first time I heard that song, I knew that this album was going to be amazing. Then, without a doubt, my favourite song on the whole entire album, A Line in the Sand. as I was saying, what a way to start off the album with Keys to the Kingdom. What a way to finish the album with A Line in the Sand. A Line in the Sand it's just amazing. The way it starts off, nice and soft and nice and quiet, and Mike Shinoda comes in with his lyrics, and then you hear the drums they just start pounding in the background, and then you've got the guitars that come in, and then Mike Shinoda gives another verse, and then bang, Chester Bennington comes in with his vocals, and boy oh boy is it amazing. It is just by far the best song on the album, and obviously it's my third favourite Linkin Park album. I would love to put it higher, but the next two albums, they're just too good. So my number 3 is The Hunting Party.
Tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even.
So my number 2 spot's going to have to go to Hybrid Theory. I know people go, whoa, hang on, wait, Hybrid Theory number 2. Usually that's a lot of people's number 1s, but for me, Hybrid Theory and Meteora are just that close together that it's really hard to decide. But when it all comes down to it, I think Hybrid Theory is my number 2. I love them both pretty much equally. It's just that I like a few more of the songs on Meteora than Hybrid Theory, so I'm going to give Hybrid Theory number 2. But this album came out in 2000, so that before I was even born. I was only born in 2001. So this album is before my time, but it's also an amazing album. I wish I was born in the 90s, and then I grew up with all this kind of music, the 90s grunge, the new metal, but unfortunately I'm finding that now as a teenager, and I have to admit, it's just amazing. Starting off this album with a song like Paper Cut, absolutely amazing. Absolutely love that song. One Step Closer, With You, Points of Authority, all amazing songs. I love every single one of them. And then you've got a song like Crawling, which is probably one of Linkin Park's best songs ever. There's really not much to say about Crawling. It's just amazing. Songs like Runaway and By Myself. Runaway, absolutely awesome song. By Myself, though, is... I don't even know really how to explain it. It's a very heavy song. I know I have showed it to a few of my friends and they don't like it because they don't like the screaming from Chester Bennington and just the guitars and stuff in the Hybrid Theory, but I have to admit, I love pretty much every song on this album. In the End, of course, is probably in their top 3 best songs ever. That's not in my opinion, that's just like everyone says that In the End is like by far their best song. And I have to agree, In the End is an amazing song. Just the piano at the start, of course, it comes in with the piano and then the rapping. I know pretty much every single word to that song. It's amazing. So that's In the End. Then you've got A Place for My Head. A Place for My Head, wow, is just an amazing song. Chester Bennington screaming on this song, his vocals, it's awesome. Songs like Pushing Me Away, I also really, really love that song. And My December is the last song on here that I have highlighted to include. And My December is a reasonably slower song compared to the rest of the album, but it works. And I believe that My December is only on the bonus track version. I don't think it's on the original album. It's on the bonus one, but either way, My December, absolutely love that song. It's slow, it's soft, but it fits right into the album.
Tried to give you warning, but everyone ignores me. Told you everything loud and clear, but nobody's listening.
And of course that means that number 1 will go to Meteora. And wow, this is an absolutely amazing album, amazing. Songs like Don't Stay, I have to admit, I pretty much, on my Spotify, my playlist, I have pretty much every single song on this and Hybrid Theory in there. just because they are all amazing songs. But the ones I've highlighted as my personal favourites are Don't Stay, Somewhere I Belong, Lying From You. They're the opening, they're 3 of the opening 4 songs on the album, and boy, oh boy, are they amazing. My personal favourite song on the album, Easier to Run. I know this is not a lot of people's favourite song, but I absolutely love it, because if you really break down the lyrics, it's Chester Bennington talking about what he went through when he was younger, and it's got such a crazy story to it. It's awesome. And then at the end of that song, that leads into the start of Faint, which is by far an awesome song as well. Absolutely love Faint. Figure .09, that is another awesome song. It's probably in my top 3 as well. That then leads into Breaking the Habit, which is also probably one of Linkin Park's best songs ever made. The next one I have highlighted is From the Inside. Also, yet again, another and just amazing song. I absolutely love From the Inside. Then down to Nobody's Listening. Wow. When I listened to this song and I heard that beat and just the tone of the song, wow, it is amazing. Just everything about that song, I absolutely love all of it. During the chorus, you hear the guitars crunching, and they're not there through the whole song, but when they are, it's amazing. And then, of course, pretty much a lot of people's favourite Linkin Park song, Numb. Wow. Numb. It's pretty much... This, Numb and In the End, is by far Linkin Park's probably 2 best songs they've ever made. I personally prefer Numb just a little bit more than In the End. Both amazing songs, but wow. Meteora, just an amazing album. This album came out in 2003, so I was only, I was not even 2 years old when this album came out. But being a teenager now, finding this album and realising just how amazing it is, words can't describe how awesome. So that's going to be my ranking of Linkin Park's albums from my least favourite to my favourite. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I did say at the start, it is something a little bit different, just because I've had a lot of ideas and I thought, hell, let's just try one. If you like this video, let me know, and if you want to see more album reviews, music reviews, movie reviews, even more just ranking the albums, please let me know, because I'm more than happy to make them. I have so many artists that I absolutely love, and I would love to rank all their albums. So let me know if you liked it. If you did, smash that like button. Remember to subscribe for more.